Hey, hi, and welcome to another weekly connection. So, you know, 3D Earth houses some of the most undeveloped characters in the cosmos. Earth has allowed in low vibration beings for a short time longer. Actually, it doesn't anymore, it used to. So, we're still working off who's here, who is of that lower vibration. The veil that is on 3D is only in this dimension and hiding us from what is beyond 3D. It keeps a cap on the children. It's like we're in a little playground area, and we only get to play within that playground. As we evolve and we are becoming more conscious, that veil is lifting because we no longer need it. However, it only lifts for those who are able to see beyond the veil, which has always been true, right? I mean, there's always been those who've seen beyond the veil. So now we are able to have more and more and more individuals see beyond the veil. 3D Earth is where all of the dark energies of 7 universes is here. The origin of the ego serving ego started right here. And it is through this lowest vibration that it must be dissolved. It can't be dissolved on a higher vibration because it's still going to be in the lower vibrations. It actually has dissolved in higher vibrational levels within Earth and is now, correct, can I say the word quarantined or contained only in the third and fourth dimensions. And when we shift, when we shift, we will indeed move beyond that forever. It is the job of us, you and I, the light beings on this planet, those that see beyond the veil, to increase the light energy, to keep that momentum going, and to help others so that they can see also. So it is the job of a light seed to shine brightly, as bright as you can, all the time. Not Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but 24/7. And when you have a moment that you don't feel particularly shiny, well, then that's why we have tools. That's why Pat and I got the chakra therapy system. I use my oils, which we use now, and I spray myself with the aura cleanse. And I was particularly, my work is in the collective consciousness, so I'm always aware of what's going on in the playground. And sometimes it's a little heavier, and it was particularly heavy this morning. So let's take the Cosmic Thrust Oil and put a drop in your hand. And this is my favorite one. And you rub it together and you get that energy moving in there. Feel that warm up. And then bring it into your aura. Cup your hands together. And take that deep breath in. Connecting you heaven and earth. Putting a little more on that solar plexus, which is where we connect, right? Through the collective consciousness. It's where we see the whole playground. And we see that playground not as Waldo in there, but as being a part out of it, of observing that. So you don't want to be caught up in the mass of collective consciousness, of mass consciousness. You want to be observant of that consciousness. And that allows you to work within that collective consciousness without getting sucked in. And if there's a particularly heavy day, then you need to use your tools to clear yourself, to get your vibration back up again and get that crown shiny, shiny, shiny and bright. So then we get our ascension oil, and the ascension oil is designed to go on the third eye and dissolve that calcium and then allow us to hopefully see. Okay, so let's do it. Let's shine into that collective consciousness. Detached, observing from a higher vibration, that 3D world, that playpen of 3D, which indeed we are a part of, but we don't vibrate with that energy. We're here to change the vibration of that energy. So we visualize that golden light, yummy, yummy light coming in from source, all the way down into our bodies and out our feet into the earth. And mom, she grabs right onto us like a mom would, right? And we are connected heaven and earth. And she holds us on our tether of light so that we can be the lighthouses that we were meant to be. And now we take our energy and we move it into the grid more. And bring yourself, envelop yourself in the energy of the mother and let that energy come back up the back of your spine, out the top of your head and back to source. And now you can feel it right away. It just wants to rotate. It wants to make that connection, heaven and earth, create that rotation. And just let yourself feel it. And then take that energy coming from source up, out the top of your head, and let that energy waterfall all through 12 of your auras. Make yourself strong with that light. Bring that light into every level of your being. You wear as much light as you can. It makes you strong. And now you have that golden shield with the gold light on it, so others can munch and crunch it. So it's all right to be seen because they're not coming in here and they're not bamming in your solar plexus. They're out here with this better energy. And they want to munch and crunch that gold light. So we wear that all the way out, as far as we can. Fill all of our aura. Saturate yourself with that light. And now visualize that light in the well of the mother, which is our connection beyond. And we connect through the well of the mother. And we feel all the energies from all the galaxies, all of the universes, every solar system that exists in the cosmos, focusing here, right now, on us, and shining that light to us as much as they can, because we're the final destination of the error, and we are clearing it through all of humanity, that they wake up. And we do have those dark characters within us, among us. And we know that our job is to raise the awareness, to take the power away from ego and create the true power, and that's love, so that we work from love, kindness, and compassion. And it's through the well of the mother that we feel that vibration. I just feel everyone's energy coming into you today. And that energy is dissolving that root aura and that 3D imprinted, those imprinted signals where we're imprinted with that energy of 3D and negative thought behavior. And that imprint, we are now shifting out of our DNA, out of our whole construction of who we are in this carbon form. And we know that the solar plexus is responding to this light because more and more people are falling away from dogmatic thought, away from negative thought. And a lot of the political stuff is going on is designed to make you negative, to make you go, nee, 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 nee. Point the finger at the other guy's bad. And that will never get us there. That will never get us home. So what we need to do is focus on the positive energy, on that light. Remove all of those old judgments because your sacral chakra is just pulling out all your judgment from all your lifetimes and just dissolving it. Goodbye. If there's something that you still have that you're holding on to, and there probably is, then we bring it into the spleen to conscious use of power. And conscious use of power is pure love and light. And so then we find a vibrational answer, not a 3D answer. And we move that energy into our solar plexus and we share it. Right away we share in the collective consciousness for everyone to go, yeah, I want to be love. I don't want to be anger or fear. And you see that changing in people in huge amounts every day. And then the empathic shield, which helps us not judge those casted negative characters, that we understand who they are and why they are. And we work to let it reveal the truth using our empathic shield that sits on the liver. And we bring that understanding and that love right out of our heart to the entire collective consciousness. Again, feeling our love, feeling our understanding. And we know we are the architects. And we are architecting right now with every breath that we take, with every moment that we feel that love and we generate that out so that every light seed can be full of light and get the job done. And we express ourselves as light seed in all that we do, in all that we are, because we generate it from love. And when our ego shows up, and it will, we know what to do, right? We bam it with light. We use our tools. I love this stuff when I get itchy. Yes, spray that. Breathe that energy for a little while. I use my chakra kit to get my chakras in alignment and to use the tensor field so that I can hold that balance and grow in that balance. We have no doubt. We know who we are. We know why we are. We just have to keep that vibration going 24/7. So bring that light up into your crown and let it radiate that light. And let it sing to your telepathic notch that we all communicate through love, kindness, and compassion. As we radiate that light out 20 inches, saturating that outer layer with as much light as you can carry. And you can carry a lot of light. And be the light. Be all that you can be. And we're getting the job done, no matter how crazy it looks out there. I love you, and I'll see you next time.